My girlfriend has been living a lie for a year.
Ouch.
My girlfriend and I have somewhat of an age gap relationship. We met when she was 19 and I was late 20s. How late? She set her sights on me and pursued me. We saw each other on and off when she was home from college, and we developed a sort of part-time relationship. Because of the age difference, I was always careful not to let things get too far because I wasn't sure how it would work out. And admittedly, I kept her at arm's length for a couple of years, and she told me that she felt in limbo for those years. And I honestly feel guilty about that now.
Yeah, like maybe sending like mixed signals.
Yeah, he's like, well...
I'm confused about the part-time thing. What is considered a part-time relationship?
I don't understand.
When you get a side chick?
Okay, great.
Putting in the extra hours.
Anyway, she matured a lot through college, and I helped her through some tough social problems, probably about her like sorority.
Yup.
And our relationship grew and grew until recently, halfway through her senior year, when I was 35, probably.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
I finally wised up and realized I didn't want to lose her and told her I wanted to be with her long term. She was relieved and happy. And while it's tough to be separated geographically and temporally because of the age gap, things have been overall great. We both met on the East Coast. Her junior year, she transferred to a prestigious school in California, and I was very proud of her, and I began telling all of my friends and later my family what kind of genius I was seeing. I will admit, it was a point of pride. Fast forward to this past winter when we finally had a talk establishing a relationship and we began speaking more frequently. It's been nightly FaceTimes telling each other how much we miss each other. So... seems like it's going well. Everything's fine.
It's going to go great, right?
It was difficult having finally entered into a full-fledged relationship, but being 3,000 miles away, I guess, was hard. Well, things went this way until last night.
Oh.
When she abruptly told me she hadn't been honest with me.
Oh. She's part-time.
She's part-time. And I think OP thought this because I thought maybe there was someone else, and I was prepared for that because she's in college after all. But no. She tells me that she has been going to a different college, not more than an hour away from me for the last full year.
Oh.
He thought they were long distance. He thought she was on the West Coast and he was on the East Coast. Turns out she's been on the East Coast this entire time, an hour away from him.
Oh,
what a
my
thing to
God.
lie
He lied
about.
to me.
Crazy.
Literally makes... I'm so confused.
I would have known, you know? Time zone difference. Like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, it's what we were calling it 7 and it's light out by you. Like,
Bro.
Come on, use your big brain. Use your geoguessr brain.
That's right.
Wait, what was she giving him, or what was he giving her?
I don't know, his
Like
wisdom.
money? He giving her money or anything?
No, he wasn't giving her money.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
no, I think
I'm more confused now.
he was giving her love. Yeah, not every relationship is transactional, Riley.
Well, at
Yeah.
with that age gap, you would think.
Yeah, true.
Could be.
The motive behind this was that back when she was transferred out due to tuition costs, she was unsure if we were going to continue our relationship, and she felt embarrassed and thought I would think less of her for leaving such a prestigious school. She did go to the prestigious school on the West Coast
Right.
for a little bit, but
Initially.
transferred out because of the cost.
Right.
And now she's on the East Coast.
Right.
She wanted me to think she was impressive and be proud of her. She said that each detail about her life and all her social relationships and all the stories she told me about school all really happened. They just happened an hour away from me and not across the country. She's been lying for a year.
That's such like a young, like college age kid thing to be like, oh, I didn't want you to think I like wasn't. It's like
Wasn't
who
cool.
Cares?
Also,
Who cares?
if you want a reminder that he's dating someone 10 years younger, this is freaking it.
yes,
This is it. This is the lack of maturity is palpable,
Yes.
and it makes sense because she's in college.
100%.
Yeah. This was an insane revelation for me. I started thinking back to every conversation we've had and the realization that she had been very careful about telling me things about her life at school by replacing the school name with the other, and she had to admit certain things as to not give away her lie. So like, yes, she might have been telling like the core truth, but there was a lot of little lies that she had to do.
Changed details. Yeah.
She acted surprised about the weather, for example, when I told her about a late winter storm I'd had, assuming she wouldn't have experienced the same thing.
Right.
What I didn't know is we were living through the same storm because we were practically neighbors. I realized she lied about traveling, texting me that she boarded an imaginary plane when she was supposedly traveling back across the country. She lied about what time she woke up and went to sleep so as to maintain the idea we were in different time zones.
Oh.
What is concerning is the fact that she was so good at it. That she convinced OP for a year.
That's yes. I was trying to like put my finger on it, and that is it.
That's what's messed up.
Yeah.
And maybe it seems like it comes easy to her too.
I could lie to you for a year, and you would have no idea.
Yeah, dude. For me, instant breakup. Instant breakup. I don't like, honestly, this is all the information I would need. How are you?
No. I don't think I would instant breakup on this one.
Yeah. I would instant breakup,
but
immediately.
It is. I think too. It might take a second for it to dawn. Like it sounds like it's like dawning on OP. Like all the different things.
It takes a little bit for the older guys.
But I definitely could. Oh, these guys. But I think I could eventually break up. But I don't. I'm guessing I wouldn't do it instantly.
Yeah. I would immediately, like, no question.
Yeah.
Riley, how about you?
Yeah, I would probably be breaking up because I mean I'm like, one, why wouldn't you trust me with that information, and two, the pride, because it's a big pride thing in my eyes.
I hate the stupidity of not wanting to be seen as unprestigious.
Yeah.
That
Also,
just irks me.
How stupid that reason is, but how smart all the lies are. Like, in a year, she never blew her cover. That is some next level shit.
We're
right
breaking
there.
up, but you should
Respect.
talk to this person.
We're breaking up, but CIA?
CIA. FBI.
We have a special mission for you.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, she'd probably be good. She's living a double life. Anyway, I didn't care for a second about the school she's at. I care that she was capable of fabricating this elaborate ruse.
Yeah.
If someone had asked me about her and where she was in the world, I would have answered with as much certainty as the sky is blue. To have my very conception of reality blown apart like that is melting my mind. She's been down the road for the entire time, for a year. The walls of her apartment I've been looking at behind her on our FaceTime calls are not where I had always imagined them to be. I'm just blown away. His reality is just crushed.
Yeah.
But the details she had to lie about to maintain the facade are what are eating me away most. I asked for her mailing address multiple times, and it's no wonder I never got it. She joined a team and promised to send me pictures of her new uniform and never did, obviously, because that would have ruined the lie. All the minutia required to maintain it is what is bothering me most. She had to dodge things and omit things and often straight up lie about things. I assume sometimes on the fly. The realization that she's capable of this is profoundly upsetting. I don't know what to do. She feels absolutely terrible, and she's been crying, and I don't want to just beat her up about it anymore because there's no point. I still love her, but I feel betrayed and made a fool. I don't know what to do. Should OP break up with his lying girlfriend?
Possible hot take. The lying is terrible, but the reason shows her lack of maturity so much that if I'm in OP's hypothetical shoes, I'm like, the lying is terrible and the immaturity of the reason.
The 10-year age gap would just be magnified.
Yes.
Right? Because there's all these people that are like, oh yeah, like the age gap is big, but like she's so mature or he's so mature, like whatever. And in this case, it's like, nah, she is lying about something that really wouldn't have even mattered, and it shows that she, one, is insecure, two, is massively manipulative and good at it, and three, just like is like young. She's just young. She's just young.
Yeah, and I do, in a way, I do feel bad for her about the insecurity, but it is such a stupid reason to lie the way she did.
Stupid reason, but respect on her name.
Look, respect to the game.
Respect the like that.
Respect.
That is messed up.
Yeah.
Messed up, but in like you have to have an insane level of skill to pull something off
1,000%.
like that. An insane level of skill, which terrifies me.
It does.
I don't think I would ever be with someone that skilled of a liar, which is why I would never date a poker player.
Oh, never even crossed my mind. Wow. Great point.
What about a psychologist?
They're not lying. I would date a psychologist.
Yeah.
Or a
Psychologist is
psychiatrist.
fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Either one.
What about like a veterinarian?
Yeah.
What are these random? What are these professions?
Well, the
that are
veterinarian
doing
said my dog would be fine, but they lied.
that? The dog
It died.
It died. Would you date a veterinarian?
I would date a veterinarian,
Yeah.
They might lie
especially
to
if they
you.
put down your dog.
Hey-o!
But that's where the story ends.
And that's where the story ends.
That's it. So, John, break up or not?
Yeah. Break up.
Riley,
Break up.
break up. Unanimous decision. What do you think? Put your answers in the comments below. Would love to know. Break up or not?
But Sam, I don't want to break up with this episode just yet
And I also want to know why, but why not?
because I have another story.
Get into it.
My wife shared a tent with a college fling on a recent camping trip back home. How do I respond to this?
Oh, man. That's close quarters.
That's tough. My wife and I have been married for a couple of years now. I knew that back in college, she had one experience with another girl. We'll call this girl Katie. This came after a breakup. The two of them had gotten high while watching Netflix, and one thing led to another.
Netflix and chill.
Literally Netflix and chilling. She told me that she really enjoyed the experience, but it had never happened again with her or any other ladies.
Okay.
I do have reason to suspect from our personal spicy sleep life that she is still attracted to women.
Probably bye.
Probably bye. Recently, my wife visited her hometown to see friends and family. I couldn't go due to work commitments. Over the weekend, she went camping with some old friends. Apparently, Katie was there. My wife claims that she didn't know this would happen. Okay, fine. They camp for one night and my wife comes home a few days later. As we talk about the trip, it slips out that my wife wasn't able to find her old camping gear. I just lost it, you know? I looked for it everywhere.
And, I didn't have a sleeping bag either.
I was so cold.
And I lost all my clothes.
It was crazy.
And I had to stay warm.
I had to. I would have frozen to death. Do you want me to freeze to death?
Do you want me to die?
Wow.
So, I had to huddle up like the penguins in March of the Penguins.
I had to do it.
Had to do it. Body on body. Fur on
body.
fur.
Waddling.
Beak on beak.
Yep.
Meat on meat.
So, whose tent did she use? It comes out that she ended up sharing a tent with Katie.
Ooh.
A one-person tent.
You're joking.
One-person tent.
You're joking.
One person.
You're telling me there wasn't one other person that she could have shared with?
Nobody. Nobody on earth.
Dude, they're butt to nut.
Or butt to butt.
Butt to butt. Butt to butt. Butt to cut.
But that scissor.
They're butt to cut, dude.
That's pretty good. She claims nothing happened, but I am highly skeptical now. The whole thing just reeks to me. I don't really have any evidence at this point, but I'm tempted to go through her phone when I get the chance. How should I proceed? And we have some top comments that are responding to everything in the story and an update. But let's pause right here.
If you go through her phone, you are damaging the relationship. Just
Word.
to be clear. To be clear.
You're now committing an a-hole move.
You are committing an a-hole move and you are destroying the trust in the relationship. So
Yes.
don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do that. But maybe like, hey, I feel uncomfortable and with what you did. And is there any way that you can make me feel more comfortable?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Because you can share how it made you feel and you're not even attacking her in that stance, but you're still communicating that like I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't want this kind of thing to happen, and she'll probably
It's pretty whack, dude.
It's pretty whack.
If I had a significant other share a one-person tent with someone they had hooked up with in the past, especially like the only other person they had hooked up with,
Yes.
Are you serious?
I would be pretty uncomfortable.
Also, so I was going to double check. So she went home to see family and friends because I was like, what if she has like a cousin or something that she could share a tent with? It was only friends that went on the camping trip, but presumably she didn't hook up with any of the other friends on the trip. So it's just ask to stay in one of their tents.
Yeah, and also think about your partner.
Yeah.
Too, right? Like if I'm in that situation, I would probably be like, "Oh, my partner might not be comfortable with that."
Exactly. And just say that.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe she's not thinking about it. I don't know. You know what? But you know what I'm always comfortable with, John?
What?
People hitting that freaking subscribe button.
Oh, so cozy.
Be
here.
butt to cut with that subscribe button right now.
I'm so subscribed.
Slam it.
I'm warm in the arms of my subscription.
But I want to hear the rest of the story.
Okay, so Potent Technicality says, I'd bring up the fact that she shared a one-person tent with someone she slept with in the past. That's a horrible choice, and she doesn't get a pass because they're both women. Bill 2550 says, sounds like the trickle truth is beginning.
Trickle truth. Yep. Classic case of trickle truth.
About tickles.
Because he didn't even say, oh, she told me. It slipped out.
Slipped out. She couldn't find her camping gear, and gosh darn, so lucky Katie was there to share hers. Did they get high together? Did they cuddle? Kiss? Yeah, did they? I mean, this is old friends. Were they freaking token up?
Could have been
Puffing
token.
and passing? It's possible. If you grill her a little and she admits to more of it, then borrow her phone and posing as her, send Katie a text. What was your favorite part of camping together? Then tell her to sit with you until Katie responds. Then also tell her this is her last chance to tell you the full truth. Okay, so let me make sure I'm reading this part of the comment right.
I think I understand it.
So basically, like, tell her, hey, send Katie this text.
Yeah. Hey, I feel uncomfortable. So I think a way that you can make me feel more comfortable is if I send her a text from your phone, basically asking the favorite part of it, and we sit together until she responds.
Totally. Yeah. Yes, I think that is true. How exactly do you think she would feel if you spent the night with in a one-man tent with a woman you had a one-night stand with?
Yeah.
Just because you're the same sex does not make it okay unless you are okay with it. It's a lot harder to be walked on when you're standing up. Whoa.
Fire bar.
Dang. And the final relevant comment here sounds premeditated, and they were intimate and not by accident. Oh gosh, I forgot my tent. Not buying it.
I find it hard to believe that she didn't know that the friend was coming. Like, this sounds like an old, like, friend reunion.
I think she knew the friend was coming.
Because I believe in that part of the story, it sounds like she didn't know the friend was coming. In the earlier part of the story, if she knew the friend was coming and didn't tell OP, that is also a red flag.
Yeah, let me see.
It sounds like red flag if she knew the friend was coming and didn't say anything to OP. Red flag.
You're right.
Which I don't think is the case, but how did she? When you do a camping trip, everyone's in a group chat. You're all like linking up. There's like things to plan.
Yeah.
There's no way OP didn't know she was going to be there.
Yeah, apparently Katie was there. My wife claims that she didn't know this would happen.
Yeah,
So-
I'm calling BS on that.
Yeah, I think
They
so.
may not have hooked up, but
BS on that. Yeah. Well, we might have an answer, Mr. Donner.
update.
Okay. There's an update. Yup. So, ended up talking with one of our mutual friends who went on this trip. She confirmed my suspicions, saying that my wife and Katie were acting weird and even sneaking off together at times.
Oh, brutal.
Tough.
Brutal. Okay.
Tough.
Confirmed.
I used this information to confront my wife, and she eventually caved and let me see her phone. I went through her texts with Katie to see that they had been texting and flirting for the past few weeks, even sending each other provocative selfies and reminiscing about what happened on the camping trip.
Oh,
Do we know? Can we guess what happened on the camping trip?
butt to cut.
Can we guess? I was able to send most of these messages to my computer in case it's needed for the divorce proceedings.
They're married.
And that little sentence tells me it's not looking too good for the
Not
relationship.
looking too
Looking
good.
like a
Yep.
divorce.
Trickle
Capital D.
truth.
I appreciate everyone's time and advice. It's a crappy situation, but I'm glad to be moving forward. And it closes out with these 2 short, relevant comments. Banitage says, time to rip the Band-Aid off. 2 years is nothing, and you're still young. She lied and lied again. Trust is gone. No kids? Get a lawyer and file. KJ says, yeah, don't look back. You deserve to be with someone who mutually loves and respects you. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen.
There were so many opportunities. Like it was, yeah. I think the thing that is rough about this is it's more and more obvious that this was a premeditated thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we didn't get 1,000% crystal clear confirmation of this in the story. Everyone watching, Sam Riley, do we think they hooked up on the camping trip?
Oh,
Probably, of course they did,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, 100%.
Did-
Yes.
Wait, didn't she say that she reminisced?
Yeah,
on
they
the
were.
relationship? Yeah.
They were reminiscing. They were reminiscing
Exactly.
on the camping trip about hooking up. Like wasn't
Oh,
it?
100%.
Wasn't
It said they were reminiscing about the camping trip.
and sending spicy pictures to each other?
Come
They were
on.
sending provocative selfies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they
Provocative
hooked.
selfies.
They hooked.
You can't be going on a camping trip and not do that.
Yeah.
Sending provocative selfies
Yeah.
and not do that.
We got one more story. 2 more stories?
A few
Three
more.
more stories. Woo! Because we got 3 more stories.
Let's do it.
My wife is talking to other men and seeing their dicks. She doesn't think it's cheating. Am I overreacting?
Oh.
We have been married for 10 years and are very happily with each other. We have 3 kids and are a normal, busy couple. Physically, we are together multiple times a week, and both would say sex is great.
Both would say?
Multiple times a week with multiple kids is pretty good.
Pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
Solid record.
Here is the issue we have. My wife posts online in what I would call immodest outfits. She considers them fine. That discussion is for another time. But she receives a lot of compliments from men when she posts. They are all clearly trying to flirt and get more from her. She engages in conversations and will flirt back, leading a lot of them on. She gets their numbers, asks them to show themselves, etc., while she won't do anything for them, and then she ghosts them. So she's getting little D pics,
Oh, my.
maybe some big D pics.
Oh, my.
I found out about this last week when I noticed a notification on her phone. It was a guy that was asking what she thought of his package.
Special delivery?
Sure enough, she had asked him to send a shot of that, and he did. Immediately, I thought she was cheating and confronted her. She then explained that that was the point at which she would
What?
ghost them. She
point?
enjoys seeing what guys will do for her, but claims that it isn't cheating. I'm just looking at dicks. I'm just looking at dicks. John, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Go. What do
right.
you got for me? What do you got?
A doctor
Doctors.
is in their office,
Yep.
right?
Sitting there.
I'm married to that doctor.
Yep.
She's doing some physicals.
Yep.
The amount of penises she sees a day,
Ungodly.
ungodly.
Yep.
Am I breaking up with her? No.
No.
That is her freaking job to look at those penises.
So it is this woman's job to be collecting these pics.
I'm not saying it's her job, but I'm saying we live in a world of entrepreneurs. You can choose whatever job you want.
But she is going
And someone's got to do it.
and she is going for it like the rent is due.
Like the
All
ones
right.
do. I'm actually surprised that she's not making money from this.
Yeah.
That's so,
That is
dude.
true.
You know what she's doing it for? The love of the game.
She's doing it.
Doing it for the love of the game.
And,
You know what I'm talking about?
and can we fault someone for doing something for the love?
How could she get paid for this though?
OnlyFans. Duh.
But she's not posting anything. She's just looking at pictures of
No,
dudes.
she's posting provocative pics online, and this is her like.
And
her lead
she's
gen.
messaging. She's getting numbers and texting back.
It
That is-
actually, this is what I'm most mad about is the loss of an opportunity. This is a business opportunity that is falling in your lap.
Truly, literally.
And you could be making tens of thousands of dollars. There's this girl I know. Men will pay her to rate their penises.
Oh, wow.
They send a dick pic. She's like 1 or 7, depending on how she feels. And people pay her.
It's good service.
She could literally just send back a number and get paid.
Any number she wants.
And then be putting food into the mouths of her children.
Wow.
She has children?
She has 2.
Wow.
2 kids.
You go, girl.
No, 3. 3 kids. She has
kids.
3 kids.
She's got mouths to feed and dicks to see. Okay?
But this isn't over.
No.
This isn't over.
There's more.
I can confirm that she isn't cheating as I've gone through all the messages, and once it hits a certain point, she stops responding. Or does she start deleting?
That's the question.
That's the question.
Come on.
I'm not comfortable with her doing this. It feels like she's doing something wrong by leading these men on, but she says there isn't anything wrong with what she's doing. She claims that she is only having fun, which is what people would say when they're cheating.
Yes.
Babe, I'm just having fun.
Just having fun.
Why are you trying to rain on my parade?
Oh, why
My
do you hate-
parade of dicks.
It's raining dicks. Hallelujah.
How do I/you all convince her that she's wrong on this? The craziest part, there's a little edit, but the craziest part is she's been caught red-handed and she's like, 1, I'm not doing anything wrong. 2,
Nothing.
I ain't stopping.
I ain't stopping.
I ain't stopping.
Why would I stop?
Yeah. You think you think a painter stops painting. You think Picasso put down his brush? Well, I guess he put out his brush and took up a shotgun. But
did Michelangelo stop halfway through the ceiling of
no,
whatever that thing
he
is?
kept painting.
Yeah, he did.
He kept painting that Sistine Chapel.
And it looks beautiful.
And it looks beautiful. You know how many dicks are in the Sistine Chapel?
A lot.
At least 2.
Dude. Yep. Shout out to God.
Shout out to God.
Wow.
Anyway, edit. Showed my wife all the comments, even showed her some of the pictures I got from women on here. She didn't seem phased, still doesn't think she's in the wrong. I guess women sent him nudes to help him out.
Why is... Oh, my God. What are we doing here?
Wait. What do you think is actually going on here? I have the answer.
She is not just deleting them. She's using them. She's putting them to work.
She is
All
not
these
cheating.
Ds.
OP knows she's not cheating.
Okay, so she's not cheating.
She's not cheating.
She does have like an OnlyFans or something like that.
Basically. There's this little known site known as Chatterbait. Y'all were right. Found out she streams on Chatterbait. Oh, she's a streamer. As well as art jewelry. I'm so pissed. What's art jewelry? I've never heard of that one.
Oh, people like stream art jewelry and get money for it.
What?
Like a Etsy for live streaming?
Yeah, yeah. You know how like those people have like on TV shows have like watches and they're all like, check
Like
out this watch.
QVC, but like online
Yeah.
type of vibe.
I don't know what that art jewelry is, but yeah. So she is trying to earn a living. Trying to put food on the
So
children's
she
tables.
didn't miss an entrepreneurial.
She didn't. She's making money from this.
There we go.
Respect the hustle.
Respect.
Yeah. If you don't have a side hustle, what are you doing?
Come on.
Yeah.
Get your game up.
There's one relevant comment. Hedwig0517 says, your wife is gaslighting you. What the F? Are you kidding? You are underreacting to this.
1,000,000%.
I agree. Well, it's not the fact that she's chatterbaiting. It's that she's lying.
You're in the same scenario, Sam.
Yeah.
You find out that your wife, the mother of your 3 beautiful children, is like, yeah, I got this little side hustle.
And I'm not getting a cut?
Well, you split 50-50?
50-50?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's all this extra money coming in, and I'm just like not like I'm not privy to where it's coming from.
Why you got to question it? You're getting racks for nothing.
I would question it. I would be
Off
like,
of
what's going on? Would I break up in this instance? Yes, I would, because it's lying.
Because lying.
But if my wife was like, I have the business opportunity of a lifetime. Did you know Chatterbait creators can make $10,000 a day? Not bad. And if you really build your skill set and like
You get a schedule 5 days a week.
you get a schedule, you have good branding,
Yep.
and she's like, "Hey, I want to be a streamer." I think I would be more open to it.
Yeah, it's like
I think I would say be faceless for the kids. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Good point. Very good point.
Big brain
Dude,
moves.
Big as big as those texts, dude.
Big as those
Big as the
dicks.
pictures in those texts.
Yeah. Big dick texts or small dick texts.
Or small.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
sizes.
Yeah.
All shapes and sizes. We don't discriminate.
We don't discriminate.
We love all your penises.
We love all your penises and whatever else you have. We love.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what else we love?
This next story.
Let's get into it. My girlfriend of 12 years said no when I proposed to her. Ouch.
12 years.
12 years. My girlfriend and I started dating when she was 20 and I was 22. Despite having been a couple for many years, we do not live together. I spend a lot of time in her apartment and sleep there most of the time. She mentioned marriage after 2 years we started dating, but then she stopped. No more marriage talk. Where'd it go? A week ago, I proposed to her. I bought her a ring and I made her a romantic dinner. But then she said that she did not want to marry me.
Why?
Ouch! That she preferred our relationship to continue as it was before. Let's
Okay.
continue. Let's keep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
It ain't broke. Don't fix it.
I mean,
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't fix
she's got
it.
A point. She's got a point. She's got a point.
Don't fix
I'm
it.
not fixing it. I'm not fixing it.
Good. I'm almost 35 and I want to marry her, live together, and start a family, but now I don't really know what her plans really are. That is so wild after 12 years.
How do you not? I feel like if I'm dating a girl for a month, I know whether she wants kids. I know where she wants to like end up in terms of like her living situation. I know what time, like age she wants to get married.
It didn't come up. This is 12 years.
12
Didn't
years.
come up.
You don't know your girl.
It just didn't come up. I don't really know if I should continue the relationship or just break up. It hurts me, but I really love her and I don't know what to do in this situation.
Talk to her.
What do I do?
Talk to her about what you want your future to look like.
I have these lips that create these sounds, but I'm not sure what to do with this power.
Are you talking about queefing?
Oh my gosh.
What would be the best way to approach this delicate situation with my girlfriend, considering our differences about marriage and our future plans together? Sam, Riley, everyone in the comments. There is some relevant comments and an update that we got coming up here. But first, we got to break it down and help out OP. What's the best way to approach the situation?
All right. Don't be an idiot.
Don't be an idiot.
First of all.
Yep.
And talk to your partner. Like, yes. All right. I guess maybe he's like pulling from this one conversation they had 10 years ago about marriage and being like, I guess it's still the same now. But how do you not have another conversation about marriage leading up to the proposal? And also, how do you not know, like, do you want to, like, have you talked about having kids? At what time scale you want to have kids, where you're going to live, moving in together. Like all of these things, I think, are things that you should be talked about before you propose.
That's a year 13 thing. It's a year 13 thing.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how you have avoided that.
Truly.
Like,
It sounds like she was avoiding it.
maybe, but how does it not come up like in 12 years of knowing each other?
That is a fantastic question. It's like something happened somewhere along the line where the girlfriend didn't want to talk about it anymore.
Because like after the 2-year mark, she did not mention it again. Because it might have been like, I keep mentioning it. I want you to do something about it. But it's kind of weird that they stopped talking about it for 10 years.
Both of them stopped talking about it. Talk about it.
Talk. Guys, what are we doing? On to some relevant comments. Soy Saucy says, y'all never talked about it in the 10 years you've been together after she brought it up in the beginning.
That's what we've been saying.
That's what we talking about. Big Asparagus 9383 says, you don't know what her plans are. You've been with her for 12 years and you don't know if she wants to get married.
Man
or have
doesn't
kids.
listen.
Literally.
Or she's just mute.
This is about to be a back-to-back of people just like asking why.
Yeah.
Eddie Off says, I love how his response for the same question was basically, well, like I said, 10 years ago, she said she wanted to get married, but then didn't mention it anymore.
A decade.
Lex Mosley says, this reminds me of a joke that most men can relate to. If I said I'll change the light bulb in the hallway, I will. Just stop reminding me every 6 months. It's annoying. We have an update where things might fall apart.
We have an update?
Oh yeah, we have an update. Everything
let's-
might crumble to the ground.
I hope he talks to this person.
No.
Talking
is a
statue.
Talking is a 13-year thing.
Maybe
Statues
it's
until
one of
13
those
years.
like body pillow things. And it's just like, yeah, she just never talks.
Yeah. See, I told you.
Yeah, she's just quiet little anime body pillow.
I spoke to her last night. We had a long and somewhat awkward conversation. She said that before she really wanted to get married and that she didn't expect a ring after 2 years. She just wanted to talk about it at that time to plan for a better future. When she talked about marriage, I told her it wasn't the time. Still, she waited. But when she turned 28, she realized the ring was never going to arrive. And for context, they are currently 34 male, 32 female, together for 12 years.
So 28. She just assumed the ring was never going to arrive.
Yes.
Wow. So they both didn't talk about it. They both are not talking about what they're thinking and feeling.
But like
Really solid relationship here.
in the defense of the girlfriend, OP was like, it's not the time at up to the 2-year mark, said absolutely nothing for 10 years, and now is like, what's going on?
I think they're both idiots.
Yeah, they are both idiots.
I think they're both
100%.
idiots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She said she no longer wanted to get married or live together. She appreciates her own space, and even though I spend time with her in her apartment, it is still her own space. So it seems like over time, she's basically like, hey, I've grown accustomed to having my own spot. After 12 years, I realized I don't want to have to share it all the time. And I've realized that it sounds like she just almost like doesn't believe in marriage anymore. Right.
Yeah. Good job, Oki. Good job, OP. You've destroyed this girl's belief in marriage.
Congrats, bro. Regarding children, she does want to have children, but even when the baby arrives, we will not live together.
That's interesting.
They won't live together. Separate.
That's good. I mean, maybe just have separate rooms in the same house.
Remote parenting. Have you ever heard of it?
That I've never heard of this situation where someone is in an active relationship and they live separate.
Get with the times, dude.
Wild.
I don't even know what else to tell you.
Yeah.
It would be like sharing custody and going out together as a family instead of being
Agreed.
a couple. Yeah, it is weird.
These people are wild.
She also mentioned that she needed 6 months to a year for her body to detoxify from the contraceptive, but she will still consult her gynecologist. So is she saying, yeah, let me, like, it sounds like getting off the birth control or whatever, but yeah, let's start the process so we can have kids and live separately and remote parent.
This is a lot of information. Wait, she in the same sentence, like in the same conversation, I don't want to get married.
No,
I don't want to live together ever.
absolutely not.
I want to have kids.
Yes.
And now.
Yeah. Let's start the process now.
That is insane.
Let's get this train on the tracks. She said that these are her terms and that I was completely free to accept them and continue the relationship or break up and pursue what I want. And I really don't know what to do. I really regret not giving her the ring sooner. You don't say, buddy. Plus, she has spent 12 years agreeing to my terms. I do not really know what to do. And we have some final relevant comments to close us out here.
Do you agree with her terms? I mean, that's it, right?
Do you agree or not agree?
Yeah.
Deal or no deal?
Is there any compromise to be had? It doesn't sound like there's any compromise.
Not
Or I
much
guess
room.
the compromise is I've done your thing for 12 years. Let's do my thing.
Let's do mine. Yeah, she's just like, you brought me to this point.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Wild.
Which kind of,
I don't think that's fair though, because they're just both idiots. They never talk
they
to
should
each
have
other.
talked. She should have been at some point like, it sounds like she's hurt
Yeah.
that he never proposed to her which is fair.
Yeah,
So
but talk about it.
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Come on. But Jean's
Moving these boxes all day.
all day, Mom. My back is killing me. Do you know what that is? Put in the comments if you know. Okay, let's see
That's
who
a deep cut.
let's see who the real ones are. All right,
Riley, remember that?
Boxes?
Wow,
See?
too deep.
too deep, too
Oh.
much of a deep cut. Riley doesn't even know,
Too
guys.
I
deep.
don't.
It's too deep of a cut for Riley, our
We
producer.
haven't said that in so long.
It's been, I think we stopped saying that at the end of 2021, beginning of 2022.
Wow.
Long time.
Oh,
ago.
that's like when you guys were just getting started.
yeah.
It's called a deep cut for a reason.
It's deep in the cut.
Deep in the cut.
But let's cut through Jean's cheese that pleases comment. I don't think you can give her what she wants in the long run. I think you'll try and convince yourself you can, but it will crush you when she inevitably sticks to her plans and doesn't fall back in love with you when you bond over a baby. Good luck. Janelle Bean says, reading between the lines, it sounds like he didn't want to discuss it when she brought it up 2 years into the relationship, and since then, she's been waiting for him to discuss it. At some point, she probably just abandoned the idea of marriage and accepted that her relationship with OP would just be what it is now. It reads like OP was going by their own timeline without any regard for what she wanted. I mean, seriously, you have to be pretty out of touch with your partner to propose and get flat out rejected like this.
Agreed.
How do you,
You're an idiot.
just such an idiot, dude. This post is giving missing reasons I never saw it coming. TLF555 says, you dated for 10 years with no proposal. She gave up on you as a husband, but settled on you as a boyfriend / sperm donor because no one better came along. And they lived meh-ly ever after. And then Oi says, this whole story reminds me of Seattle. I know too many meh-ly ever afters in that city.
I've never heard that term.
Meh-ly ever after.
Yeah.
Like merrily ever after. But wow, what a situation to find yourself in.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty meh relationship.
It's the most meh of all time. And I guess the girlfriend was like, all right, you know what? This works for me. I get what I need out of it. I don't have a better alternative. But dude, what a slap in the face for such an wait, who here's the question.
Yeah.
Who
Is more of an idiot?
was more of an idiot? I feel like it's OP.
I think it's OP.
Yeah. Because it seemed
She
like
at least brought it up.
she at least brought it up and brought it up until the 2-year point.
Mm-hmm.
So there was at least probably like 2 instances, probably a handful at least, throughout the first 2 years. And then she gave up, and she did, I think critically about what she did actually want and what was best for her. But I think she kind of gave up on communication with OP on things of this nature.
And also, like, I still think she should have communicated. I think they both should have communicated,
Yeah.
but like, kind of the ball was in his court.
Yes.
She has
Yeah. made
made it known, I want this. And then it kicked it into his court. And then he just never looked at that ball again. And then like 10 years later, he was like, I remember this ball.
I remember you. Fushigi.
Yeah. Fushigi.
Whoa! No marriage.
Yeah. Both idiots. OP's a bigger idiot.
100%. I
Yeah.
agree.
But who do you think is the bigger idiot? Or do you think anyone's an idiot? Let us know in the comments below.